Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to this final episode of Dark Souls with all the bosses, enemies and items randomized. Final because we only have one area left. We have collected now all 4 Lord Soul shards that we will feed to the Lord Vessel, and then we can enter the final area of the game and meet the final boss of the game and then decide a bit what's gonna happen next, eh? You see, I'm even dressed up for the occasion because it feels like a big occasion. We made it through this far in a fully randomized Dark Souls, which is quite cool. It's been a struggle at times, but after around half the game it started to ease up. So yeah, what we do today is go talk to Kingseeker Frampt, see what he has to say, and then we head down below to the altar where we placed the Lord Vessel before. Hello, Frampt.
I am pleased to see you well.
Oh.
Is it something urgent?
It kinda is, buddy. Can you take me down?
The beings who possess these souls have outlived their usefulness,
Yes.
as the primordial serpent.
I have
there be
defeated
no
them.
guilt.
There is no...
Let there be no vacillation.
There are no such things. So,
Very well.
very well. Take me
Then
down.
Stay still for a moment.
Righto. Come on, buddy. Do your thing. I know we could just jump down the hole. Oh, he's so veiny, huh? We could just jump down the hole, but this is... feels more symbolic, in a way. Taken down by him and spat out in front of the altar. And then we go face what is normally Lord Gwyn. So, and here of course it will be randomized. Hey Frampt, you look weird. Even weirder hanging upside down somehow. Goodness. Anyway, Firelink altar. So, this is the Lord Vessel. We get a lot of souls every time we rest here, but offer souls. Now, we give it the 4 Lord Souls. Lord Soul shards. To satiate the Lord Vessel, and if we've satiated it enough, it will open up this doorway. Which takes us on to the Kiln of the First Flame. Where Lord Gwyn lit the first flame and ushered in the Age of Fire. Now lately the flame has been dwindling. Oh, you see, it doesn't look very dwindled, does it? But yeah. We can move in here now. And normally there are enemies floating by here, but now it seems they fall to the deaths instead. But yeah, so it's a bit less scenic, but that's where we came from. Now everything is quiet and dark. Well, it's light, but yeah, over there is the Kiln of the First Flame. Flame sort of blew everything away, turned it ashen. Kiln of the First Flame. You see that structure over there? We've seen it before, sort of. It's painted in the painted world of Ariamis. But okay, we have just a few enemies here that we need to fight. Normally it's full of black knights, this place, but now there's a big skeleton. And a Berenican knight? Maybe no. No. Okay, let's start with this lad. Easy, easy. We're level 99, by the way. So we're quite leveled. And we have more souls than we need, in a way. Here we go. Come on, buddy. I'm just looking around to make sure I'm not being ambushed. We also have more humanity than we need. We just got another one. Taking a chunk of this lad. So normally the Black Knights here drop upgrade materials, but yeah, we don't need upgrade materials anymore. I'm happy with this sword. And if it doesn't work for the last boss, well, then we'll figure something else out, eh? Now, it's a snake man. Here somewhere is a summon sign, I believe. Anyway, Solaire. If Solaire has survived, which I think he did, we can summon him for this last boss fight. If we need to. Let's see. Now, I saw the snake man. Where are you, snake man? Over there. Come here now. There, normally, is the Black Knight set. Full armor set. Oh, I see. Okay, fine. You do you, buddy. But now, of course, it's gonna be something randomized. Black Knight gauntlets, though. And steel leggings. So yeah, this place is a bit weird. But that's the kiln of the first flame, where Gwyn ignited the first flame, and we're sort of also exists in Priscilla's world now. A little bit. It also looks like where we fought Artorias, right? Artorias. Demon Fire Sage in our playthrough. So, yeah. I don't know, I feel a little bit melancholy about this because it's ending, but it also has to. This, our pal, praise the sun. Oops, shirt rating up. We can get his aid if we want it later. There's only 2 more enemies between us and the final boss of the game. Let's see, it's a crystal hollow with a crystal sword. Oops, actually hit me due to my clumsiness. That's okay. So these guys, the crystal thing just makes them very hardy. It takes little damage compared to most... Oh, and the slime. This is fitting. Last enemy of the game is also the first enemy of the game to give me trouble. Remember, in episode 1 I got caught on a slime for so long. I like it. I like the symbolism of it. But now, in here, let me heal up just so we're going at full health, full humanity. Through here, normally we face Lord Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, final boss of the game, difficult boss. It's about time we have a difficult boss, so I hope it is one. But whatever it is, it's the final boss of the game, and I'm gonna defeat it this episode. So, yeah. Bear with me, and we'll see what happens. So... Aw! Puppy! Again the puppy. Oh, so pretty. Oh no, I'm sorry I had to fight you again. The best puppy. Aw. But yeah, so be it, I'm afraid. Alright, you defeated me last time, actually. Which was kind of funny. So the music here is way too peaceful for what it is. So again, final boss of the game, but the music is very nice and calm, really. Oh, good hit. A fine hit. Whoops. Yeah, you're very fast, huh? It's okay. I'm much more leveled now than when we fought last time, actually. Ah, but you're still... Yeah, you're still too fast for me. I like it. Yeah. Such a pretty girl. Pretty boy. Pretty doggo, let's say. Whoops. Yeah, good hit again. I don't begrudge you hitting me. Oops. That annoys me a little. That's my clumsiness, but yeah. As you can tell, this boss fight is not worrying me. I know we can beat this doggo. Even if I would rather not fight this good doggo, it's necessary. Struggling to get close now. Come on. Come on, good hit, yeah. Let me heal. Yeah, the music is so peaceful. Normally this is a hard fight because, yeah, Gwyn is very fast and hits hard, but you can parry him. That's the key to defeating Gwyn. Whereas the key here is just to take it a bit easy. Well, there we go. I'm sorry, puppy. So sorry. Dropped Artorias' sword. Got some gold pine resin here. Victory achieved for the last time this game. That was the final boss of Dark Souls with all the bosses, enemies and items randomized. Here is a bonfire, but it doesn't say light, it says link the fires. So we can choose to renew the cycle. We can link the fire, be the next Lord Gwyn basically, deciding the fate of everyone until the fire again fades and the cycle repeats. But what we can also do is go out here. Just leave. break the cycle. And yeah, usher in the age of darkness, the age of humanity. And I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's go out here, and then we're met by the primordial serpents. There are more of them.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Karth and Fraft serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord hath returned.
Yeah, so now I'm the Lord of Darkness. And, oh yeah. And that was Dark Souls. With all the bosses, enemies and items randomized. And yeah, I've had a great time. It's been so good to see this game again. Going through this game, I love this game, as you well know, I guess. And it's been really fun to go through it in a fresh way like this. With everything not in the place it's supposed to be. And yeah, I've liked it a lot. It's been exciting, we've had some thrills, we've had some chills, we've had some troubles, but we had a lot of good times in the end. So yeah, thank you to all these people who made this beautiful game. It's been really good. The cast. I love the voice acting in this game as well. As you noticed, it really gives life to all these cool NPCs that we met. Yeah. And especially, of course, I miss Siegmeyer, who we took his questline to the end last episode, and it's a bit of a tragic end. But also our pal Solaire, who we let live in a way. We made it so that he lives to the end. We could have summoned him for this boss fight, but we didn't. And that, in a way, in a moral way, is quite nice to do, because then you can defeat Lord Gwyn together with Solaire, and in a way, the way many people see it is that then you help him defeat Gwyn in his own world, his own timeline. But yeah, oh yeah, Arturias of the Abyss DLC, huh? Yes, but we didn't do that. But at least we made him live. He didn't get his brain eaten by the sunlight maggot. In that way, you know, he finds his own son, in a way, which is what he's looking for. Now he's alive and depressed, I don't know. But I'm happy he's alive. I'm sorry Siegmeyer is not. But from what Siegmeyer's daughter said, it's alright, it's happened before. He'll just go hollow, she has to kill him again. He'll be back to adventuring. Frog Nation, eh? So, yeah, thank you so much for watching and for being with me through this, and yeah, it's been a pleasure doing this. Yeah, and I'm happy, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm happy you watched it, and I'm happy I get to natter on a bit more. It's been so much fun, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about Dark Souls and how it works in the background, sort of, with what is a boss and what is not. This was cool. And yeah, because some replacements were done that I didn't expect. Like we met Gravelord Nito in the Valley of Drakes, which was funny. And yeah. What I'm gonna do now is go through a little bit what's actually happened. So I'm gonna have a look at the mod files. So when you activate the randomizer mods, they generate text files that tell you where everything is for items and so on, and what has been replaced by what in the enemies and bosses. So we're gonna have a little look at that and see what we missed, what we saw, and just remembering some of the good times, I figure. So that was Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition, but modded to have all the bosses, enemies and items randomized. And now we get directly thrown back into our cell, into New Game Plus.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
So, we're right back at the beginning of the game, where we keep our items and levels, and everything is more difficult. So if we want, we could play New Game Plus. I think all the randomized stuff is the same, as I remember it, at least from episode 1, it looked the same. Hello, Oscar. I'm glad to see you well. Good lad, gives us the Estus. Yeah, we reverted back to hollow form, non-human form, but let's not play this. I'm just gonna pick this up for fun. Dungeon cell key. You see, we have the sword, we have everything we need. Our stats are the same. We have, yeah, we're level 99, which is nice. We played for almost exactly, it doesn't say here, but it said in the save menu, we played for almost exactly 41 hours in total. I haven't shown all of it on stream, of course, but we've beaten the game, fully randomized, 41 hours. We've done everything. Remember when I said I wasn't going to play the lore? I ended up playing the lore because I love the lore, like with the NPCs and so on, going through the quest lines. And it's been so much fun. And yeah, thank you for watching and having fun with me. And yeah, now we're going to go through a little bit more what has happened. Alright, so let's go through a little bit what actually happened, yeah? So first of all, I want to say a big thank you to Hot Pocket Remix for, first of all, the possibility to unpack Dark Souls for modding purposes and also making the item randomizer mod. And then also Kalle Ever for making the enemy randomizer mod, because I've had such a great time with these. They really kept the game fresh for me, and it's been it's been frustrating at times, but so much fun, which is the Dark Souls experience after a fashion, yeah? But much less linear than originally intended. So this is the mod for the item randomizer, and I figure we'll have a look at the config file and figure out a little bit what actually happened. So this cheat sheet really lists all of the items. So you see Siegmeyer of Katarina will give you a gift of Crimson Gloves and Divine Blessing and all of that with 100% probability, and that's what these lines mean. And yeah, we can go through this, scroll through it. It's a long document. We don't have to go through everything, but there are some things I'm wondering about, and a big one that took up a lot of my time in the beginning, a lot of my thoughts, because I knew we were, I hoped we were finally going to the Tomb of Giants, and we needed a light source, so I really want to find out where the Skull Lantern is. So, Snuggly, if you trade him a Skull Lantern, so Snuggly the Crow is this invisible crow where we could trade things, you get a Stora Straight Sword, but this is the other way around. I want to know where we could find a Skull Lantern. There are 2 in the game, I believe, normally. So, oh, I see. Lord's Blade Kiaran drops a Skull Lantern with 100% probability. Remember the lady who asked us for Artorias' soul?
You. Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot?
If we had killed her, we would have gotten a skull lantern. Oh, but I didn't want to kill her, so be it. And the other one we actually found in the end, it's Patches sells it for 15,000 souls. So yeah, these are the skull lanterns. Sorry, my notepad is in Swedish, but so be it. Huh? Another thing I'm wondering about is the Titanite slab. So what we need to take the normal upgrade path of a weapon up to plus 15. And there are also two in the game normally. One is given to you by Sieglind when you've completed Siegmeyer's questline. Ah, that's a red Titanite slab that Patches sold. This we don't want. Now, Quelana, she does sell a Titanite slab, I vaguely remember. But there's another one. And that is from... No, Big Head Logan sells a blue one. Here we go. Drop for... Oh! I see. Now. No wonder we didn't find... So, in theory we could farm for a Titanite slab here. But a Silver Knight with a sword will drop a Titanite slab with a probability of 0.21%. Meaning... we have to kill 500 of them to get one. Are my maths correct? I believe so. 500 of these knights. So yeah, that's a lot. Ah, no, that's a red Titanite slab. White Titanite, blue Titanite. So yeah, it's... But we got one. We bought it from Quelana of Isolith. So that was nice. And these are sort of the main items I was wondering about. But we can really find out where everything was, if we want. Purging stones. We found some purging stones. We were lucky. This would have been really handy if I got stuck somewhere, then I could have looked up where to find a specific item. But I didn't have to in the end, which was neat. So that for the items. There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of items. If you remember in the beginning, I was a bit obsessed with going after items because I needed to find a better weapon. But in the end, we managed. We got some cool weapons, and we managed to beat the game with them, luckily. So, that's the items. Now, we also had the enemies and bosses randomized, which was somehow crazier. And this was done by Kalle Ever, as I mentioned, very nicely. Now, let's look at that configuration file. It looks a bit different. First of all, it's just a log. And the settings you used for the randomizer. The questions I have here basically is... where are some enemies that we didn't see? So here, this is sorted by area, basically. So you see here in Underberg, this is the depths. And here we know that the Gaping Dragon was replaced by the Gaping Dragon. It behaved just as normal. In the Underberg and Undead Parish, we struggled a bit because these hollows were often replaced with more dangerous things like mushrooms and what's the word? Help me, please. Dark wraiths. And the dark wraiths, among all, they really screwed me over a little bit, yeah. There were so many of them. But we managed in the end, but in the beginning that was really hard. Now, the boss of this area was the Bell Gargoyles, and we know they were replaced by... there's 3 of them. The Bell Gargoyles were replaced by the Centipede Demon and Ornstein. Oh yeah, and then we saw, remember, on the roof, it is... look at that, it's... we can see it up there. Normally the gargoyle, the first gargoyle, comes from the top of the tower in the cutscene, but we can see now there's a Capra demon standing there. we saw that in the cutscene it was replaced by a Capra demon, but that one never turned up because there's only 2 of them, so that's interesting. So this looks crazy, but we saw already that it's a Capra demon there. Oh shit, that's no Capra demon though, is it? Whoa, 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 whoa. This is very red. This looks like the centipede demon maybe. Oh shit. Oh, that's interesting. So, okay. Yeah, that's bad. That's not the Capra demon that was up there before. You also saw that, right? The Capra demon. Yeah, in the painted world of Ariamis, we know Priscilla was replaced by Pinwheel, which was a little unfortunate. I mean, Pinwheel is... I mean, yeah. So, all in all, we got really lucky, I think, with the randomizer. Because, yeah, there was not much difficulty. I mean, there was some difficulty, but nothing impossible happened to us. We were lucky with the boss fights a lot of the time. It could have been so much worse. Now, Darkroot Garden, the Hydra was replaced by a Pinwheel, and the Great Grey Rose Sif was replaced by Ornstein, Dragonslayer Ornstein again. In the DLC, Artorias with Demon Fire Sage. Oh, a lot of enemies here. So it gives a more variety. You see, there's a lot of Humanity Phantoms in this little room that I talked about. And that was replaced by this whole mess. This whole mess. It was a big mess, huh? We didn't manage to clear out that room, but it didn't matter in the end. This also has normally the chained prisoners, but they were replaced by simpler things, which I'm happy about. And then Manus, one of my most dreaded boss fights, replaced by Pinwheel. And Calamite, one of my most dreaded boss fights, replaced by the Gaping Dragon. Fine, good. Again, we got lucky. And the Catacombs, Pinwheel, in the end, was replaced by the Stray Demon. This was a tight room. We got lucky again that it was replaced by something beatable. And in Tomb of Giants, Gravelord Nito was replaced by Smaug. When we went there to join the Covenant, we could have joined the Covenant, but we didn't. But then in the actual boss fight, it was replaced by the Centipede Demon. Great Hollow and Ash Lake was the Hydra against Smaug, yeah? And Blighttown. Lovely, lovely Blighttown. Quelaag with Super Ornstein. Big boss fight. Alright. Exciting. So she comes around this corner down the stairs. It's not Quelaag, because the cutscene is broken. It's very fiery, whatever it is. Is it the Centipede Demon again? Ooh, it is Ornstein again. It's Dragonslayer Ornstein. I saw his head. I guess the fire is part of the cutscene around Quelaag, because he's not a fiery guy normally. But yeah, I'm quite sure it's Dragonslayer Ornstein. Which is interesting. Then we... Again... Oh, it's not just Ornstein, it's Super Ornstein. Ooh, he's massive. Oh, he's a big lad. He's a cool boss. Cool boss. Ah, come on. I thought I had him then. Now I haven't. I say... Whoa! Don't get greedy, but I did kill him. And I got a pyromancy from it. Fire whip. I used all my Estus there in the end. I lost Isolate, we did just last episode, so you guys remember this. The Bed of Chaos. Ceaseless Discharge replaced by the Gaping Dragon again. And the Bed of Chaos with Smaug. Just Smaug. I was sure it was Super Smaug. Sense Fortress. There's no... I mean, there's the Golem in the end. The Iron Golem was replaced by the 4 Kings. One of the 4 Kings, importantly. Not all of them. So Sense Fortress, we had an easier time than normal, I think. Now, Anor Londo. Smaug replaced by the Sanctuary Guardian. This was in the boss fight. Smaug with the Demon Fire Sage. This I don't know when it happened. Which Smaug? I I don't know, we didn't get to see that. Mimics, here we go. Mimics were replaced by all these things. There were so many mimics, but we didn't see them. Now, Ornstein replaced by Gravelord Nito. Oh, I see. So this file doesn't differentiate between SMAU and Super SMAU, and this is why up previously it was Super SMAU, it just was not differentiated. So, had we killed Ornstein, so Gravelord Nito first, we would have got the Demon Fire Sage as the second boss stage. Instead, Ornstein was replaced by Gravelord Nito. We fought SMAU and killed him. Then Super Ornstein was replaced by Seath the Scaleless, which was terrifying. But we managed. Oh yeah, and then also downstairs we went to see Gwyndolin, and he was also replaced by Ornstein, which was a bit funny. Now, New London Ruins. This normally has all the Dark Wraiths, but they were replaced by other things, which I'm happy about. One Dark Wraith was replaced by a Dark Wraith. Fine and good. And the ghosts were all replaced by other things. I wonder if there are ghosts in this game. I don't think so. We haven't faced any ghosts. And in the end, the Four Kings. This is interesting. Four Kings boss fight, which I was dreading. We only saw one of them, which was the Stray Demon. There's 5, because the way the game works, I believe, is one is under the map and has the joint health bar for the others. And that might have been the pinwheel one, which means the health bar is not so big. So we would have fought, had we fought all of them, it would have... I wouldn't have managed, I think. Because the Stray Demon, fine. Pinwheel, fine. Capra Demon, fine. This I can do. These 3 I could do even together, I believe. It would be difficult, but I could. But then Gravelord Nito would have turned up. And worse, Manus, Father of the Abyss, would have turned up as one of the 4 kings. And this would have been such a mess. Fighting Manus and Gravelord Nito at the same time, I don't think I could do. So, we got lucky. Somehow, that it broke a bit. I was disappointed at the time that I didn't get to have an epic boss fight with many bosses, but also relieved, yeah, that it didn't have to be extremely game run endingly difficult. So, all good in the end. We didn't have to face Manus and Gravelord Nito at the same time. Oh goodness, that was a close one, eh? But we got lucky. Again. Now, in the Duke's Archives and the Crystal Cave, this is where the channelers normally are. And they all got replaced by different things. We faced so many channelers though. Whoa. But yeah. Also mimics here. Now, Moonlight Butterfly. Remember in the Crystal Cave, there's normally a Moonlight Butterfly that hangs out. But now it was SMAU and Manus we saw. We didn't see the Bell Gargoyle really, but I guess there was a Moonlight Butterfly we didn't spot. And the boss fight, Seath the Scaleless, got replaced by... Here he comes. It is actually Seath in the cutscene. That's a bit sad. Is it actually Seath in the boss room? With the Gaping Dragon you boss? Maybe this cutscene is different. It's again... Pinwheel. Hey buddy. This was a bit sad. I was hoping for a bigger boss fight then. Kiln of the First Flame, this we just did this episode. Gwyn was replaced by Sif. And in the Northern Undead Asylum, the Stray Demon was replaced by Lightning Gargoyles. This was the first boss fight, which was a struggle. And the Asylum Demon, when we come back... it's the other way around. The Asylum Demon was the first one, which was the Bell Gargoyles, and the Stray Demon replaced by Lightning Gargoyles. And that's basically it. So I'm wondering where some things are. Let's find out. So there's the Drake that normally sits on the bridge and spits fire. It's called a Hellkite Drake? Hellkite Drake. Replaced with Bell Gargoyles. I just didn't spot it. I guess it just fell off somehow. Or was stuck on the roof and it couldn't spit fire or anything. Replaced by SMAU, it definitely fell off if so. Yeah. Okay, so that's what happened to the Hellkite Drake. We just didn't see it because I guess this is the first time it one of these is the first time it turns up. It lands on a bridge in front of you and then flies off and lands above the bridge. I guess one of these is that and the other is the other, and none of them really showed up. I'm also wondering about the channelers. Channeler. Armored Hollow replaced by Channeler. Snow Rat in the Painted World replaced by Channeler. Crow Demon in the Painted World replaced by Channeler. A Phalanx replaced by Channeler. A Stone Guardian in the DLC replaced by Channeler. A Bloathead in the DLC replaced by Channeler. Humanity Phantom replaced by Channeler. Another one. Tomb of Giants, a giant skeleton. Skeleton Beast. Yeah. A pinwheel in the final room where there are so many pinwheels. It was replaced by a channeler. This is where the dogs kept infinitely respawning. Yeah, this is a room full of pinwheels, I believe. Usually. Frog? Frog, dog, frog, frogs and dogs, so many frogs and dogs. So bloody many frogs and dogs. Okay. Yeah, so there were channelers a lot in this playthrough, also in Blighttown. They were everywhere, they just kept appearing. This was a bad one, where the giant mosquitoes, which keep respawning, became a channeler. So we just had full-on channelers in Blighttown for a while. So many. But yeah, anyway, never mind. We beat them, we managed, we got through it. Now, mimics. I am very much wondering where all the mimics ended up. So there are no mimics in this playthrough. That explains why we didn't see any. They were all replaced by other enemies. Okay, fine. I didn't know, but that's fine. Now, bosses. There were some bosses that I was hoping to see and we didn't see. As well, the first one, easiest one, is the Moonlight Butterfly. This is in the Crystal Cave, but this one is the proper one. The Moonlight Butterfly in Darkroot was replaced by Lightning Gargoyles. This we knew. No, we fought it. But did the Moonlight Butterfly not end up anywhere then? No, it didn't. There's only 4 occurrences here. Huh. Okay, so the Moonlight Butterfly was just cut out. Now, more fun bosses. I'm wondering about Lord Gwyn. Gwyn, also not in the game. How about Black Dragon Calamite? Replaced by the Gaping Dragon, but no. Calamite is not in the game. And finally, Artorias. Our man Artorias. Is he in the game? He is not. Okay, so we got really lucky, and the most difficult bosses for me were just not there, or they bugged out a bit, like with the Four Kings boss fight. So that's interesting. So yeah, this has been really a grand adventure, yeah? It's been so much fun, and yeah, thank you for joining me for this. So it started, as I said in the first episode, I expected sort of half the game to be more difficult than it normally is. And it really was, and it should be difficult up until around half the game, statistically speaking, and this is actually what happened. So if you remember with the first boss, I struggled because I couldn't level up anything. I had the weapons I started with, I needed to just get on with it, and I hadn't played Dark Souls for years. Is he in? He is in. Oh, sugar lumps. Okay. Well, so we're gonna fight. Start by healing. Ooh, no. Oh. Okay. I need to get the rhythm. Oh. I'm happy I got such a good shield. Alright, got one hit in. Didn't do a lot. Now. Alright. Ooh. Ooh, I've forgotten a lot of Dark Souls. But it's okay if I can get behind him a little. Close. I'm almost out of healing already, which is not great. Come on, don't rely too much on the shield, but also don't get careless. Ah, I got careless, huh? But we got through that. This could be much worse. Much worse. Actually lucked out with this. I am actually fortunate. Doesn't seem it, but I am actually fortunate. Greedy. Bad. Bad and greedy. No. Come on. Yes. Heal, 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 heal. And then, yes, shield. Easy now. We're nearly there. Easy now. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, mate. Whew. Victory achieved. Humanity. Ooh. This is why I love Dark Souls. The rush, the feeling of the victory achieved. We got to Firelink Shrine, to Lordran, and we managed in the end. Then, well, it had its difficult moments, yeah? Already in episode 1. Quite a lot of them. It's a lot of... No! What, really? Killed by a hollow so close to the bonfire? Whew. Okay. Okay. Then episode 2, I was despairing. We made no progress. And in the end, we just had to fight our way back to Firelink Shrine and work around there for a while. But I grinded a bit before episode 3. And in episode 3, we beat the first boss. Nothing to it but to do it, eh? So, let's traverse the white light and see what awaits us. Oh. In this weird arena. Okay. Yeah? Normal gargoyle behavior? So, when I fought your friend, I had no levels. So, I'm better now, I say as I fall off to my death. Victory achieved, yeah, doesn't quite feel like it. That was ridiculous. We beat the first boss of the game, the Taurus demon. In a very disappointing way, we both fell off the bridge and died, and it was anticlimactic AF, but it opened up the rest of the game to us. And then, in episode 4, again, I struggled a lot. Died so many times, but at the end of that episode we also got to the gargoyles boss fight, and that was bad. Okay, Yeah, that's not that's bad. That's not the Capra demon that was up there before. You also saw that, right? The Capra demon. Whoa. Let's try to stay around the hind legs. Hind legs? Does he even have 4 legs? I don't know. 4 legs. Front legs? Whatever. I don't know, but I also don't care to find out at the moment. Let's just see what we can do. Shit! No! The gargoyles replaced by the centipede demon and Dragon Slayer Ornstein. Oh, that was difficult. I had to leave it for much later. I realized after trying for a long time that this is just not working. Luckily, we had other ways to go. So we went down instead, down to the undead parish, the lower undead burg is what I'm trying to say. And the depths eventually, but in the lower undead burg we faced the biggest roadblock in this playthrough, I think, which was this boss. Is buzzing weirdly. Super Smaug in the Capra Demon's room. Something is buzzing constantly. Giant mosquito boss. Let's traverse the white light and find out. It is. It is bad news. It is Mega Smaug. So, when you fight Ornstein and Smaug, killed by a rat, huh? When you fight Ornstein and Smaug, the first one dies. If the first one to die is Ornstein, Smaug will absorb his power. What he has with him in there is a rat and an eggy boy. These things are not too much trouble, but the Super Ornstein himself is quite a big enemy. Like, he basically fills this boss arena, right? So he fills the boss arena and he hits really hard, as you saw. But let's see what we can do about all this nonsense. Super Smaug is way too big for that room. It's not possible, I think. I just got killed immediately walking through the door. And so many times. Luckily for us, it's a boss room that can be cheesed by chucking firebombs or dung pies or whatever over the ramparts. And that's what we did in the end. Not heroic, but we managed to beat him this way. I can't really think of a different way. It was so hard just getting killed immediately, basically going in. Sometimes I got a few hits in, but never anywhere near enough. And then we made it to the depths. And in the depths, something quite nice happened. We found a sword. Silver Knight Straight Sword. Now this is kind of what I've been looking for. It looks small. It is small, it has a smaller reach, but it is very fast and doesn't use much stamina to wield, which is handy. I like that a lot. So I've also been farming a bit for Twinkling Titanite, which this needed to upgrade, and now it's at +5, which is fully upgraded for this sword. So this was episode 7. We found this sword, the Silver Knight Straight Sword, and then I upgraded it before episode 8 to +5 by farming some Demon Titanite and just getting it all the way maxed out. And then things started to actually work. Before that we used the axe, and the axe never really clicked for me. The moveset doesn't agree with my playstyle so much, and my feeling, it's too slow. But the Silver Knight straight sword, we had more flexibility, less reach, more flexibility. It was fast, it was good, it fits me. And things just started to work. And then in episode 9 we had like the proper turning point. It's when we went to Darkroot Garden, we beat the Moonlight Butterfly. Good. Ah, come on, stay on the ground for once, would you? There we go. Victory achieved. And we beat the Great Grey Wolf Sif. Artorias' gravestone, lots of swords here. But this is Artorias' sword stuck into the ground. Here's his tomb. And the cutscene should start. And normally it's the best doggo. But now it's not. It's Ornstein again. It's Ornstein again, with super weird posing with the sword. Ow! Appropriate in a way that you... Ow, buddy? Where are you? Ah, there you are. You can take one more. Ah, there we go. Hi, Teo. Cheers, buddy. Covenant of Artorias. This is what I need to traverse the abyss later. And finally, at the end of that episode, because I was on a roll, I just continued for a bit and it felt good. I went back up to the Undead Parish church roof, and this is where I beat the gargoyles. So the Centipede Demon and Dragon Slayer Ornstein. Come on, hang in there, buddy. Yes, good. Good. Solari's vanquished, but I think we're doing mostly okay now. I shouldn't speak too soon, but this lad we've defeated once today. And what's once more, eh? Oh, he's faster. There we go. Yes. Oh, victory achieved. That felt like a big fight. Because as I said at the time, it got into my head, this fight. We got through it. We made it. We rung the second bell of awakening. We woke up Framped. We opened the path to Sen's Fortress. And after this, things were much smoother. We made it up. We made it to Anor Londo, home of the gods. And that's where my most dreaded boss fight was. Ornstein and Smaug together. I had been dreading that since starting this thing. And it was difficult. Let's go through and see what happens, yeah? Who's in here? It's something horny? Capra Demon? And it's Gravelord Nito, I think. Okay. I don't know what the horny thing is. Shit! Okay, it's a Chimera and Gravelord Nito. Yeah, that's... It was difficult when we got there. It was Gravelord Nito and the Sanctuary Guardian. Luckily for us, Gravelord Nito was so much slower, we could basically face and fight the Sanctuary Guardian alone. We just had to keep aware of what Gravelord Nito was doing. But then, when we defeated the Sanctuary Guardian, normally Super Ornstein or Super Smaug take over. What took over here was... Come on, yes! Okay, so one is dead. Let's see what happens. What happens now? Cutscene. Sanctuary Guardian dead. Now, the other one, Ornstein in this case, absorbs their power. Nito will absorb the power of the Sanctuary Guardian. What is gonna happen? That's actually Smaug in the cutscene, that's cool. Okay, are we getting Super Nito somehow? Okay. Yeah? Yeah? Holy shit! what we're getting is blue. It's Sita Scaleless. I can't see shit the Scaleless. Sita Scaleless, filling the whole boss arena basically, and with his crystal magics. And lore-wise, I love this. Sita Scaleless in that room outside of Guinevere's room. It's brilliant from a lore perspective. Difficult and scary from a boss fighting perspective, but again, we managed. We did it. We beat him. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Oh. 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 Okay, I need to breathe. Oh. Okay. Okay, that was Dark Souls. That was proper Dark Soulsing. I have I have goosebumps all over. That was a proper fight. That was the hardest boss fight I've done in a long time somehow. You know, I had hard boss fights and I died and some were impossible, like the Super Smile in the Little Room. But this was all the way through doable, but all the way through super scary. And from that point on, things went very smoothly. Then, in episode 14, so this was episode 11, this double boss fight, so around halfway through the game, as I said, and then after that, smooth sailing. Then episode 14 had the anticlimactic boss fight that I had dreaded as well, which was the Four Kings. Let's have a look and give it a go. These stairs just end here. Down there is the abyss. Oh, okay. I've been dreading this, but let's take a step into the darkness, yeah? Okay, we've landed in the abyss. Okay. So far it's the Asylum Demon, or something of the sort. Just the first boss of the game. This I can deal with in isolation. Oh shit. Okay, I'm all emotion right now, because that was the Asylum Demon, I think, or the Stray Demon, whatever. It was an early boss. I think the Asylum Demon, the literal first boss of the game. And I expected 3 more bosses at least to turn up. But it looks like the Four Kings were replaced by 1 boss. And we got lucky and it was... Okay. We got the Lord Soul Shard and Big Hat Logan's hat, which I guess means we beat it, yeah? And there's a bonfire. As I mentioned just now, I wouldn't have been able to beat them had it been the listed 4 bosses, really, I think. I would have been so screwed. I would have had to think of some way to cheese it. I don't even know if there is a way. It's a very open boss arena, there's nothing to hide. But we got somehow lucky, and it was only the Asylum Demon, or Stray Demon, that we had to fight, and that ended the boss fight. And it was very anticlimactic, and I was a bit sad that it didn't get an epic boss fight, but I was so relieved that we made it through, because that meant I wasn't worried about anything remaining in the game, basically. And we just managed to go through. And yeah, and since then, you know, it's been a few more episodes, and today, this episode, we beat the final boss of the game, Lord Gwyn, replaced by the best doggo, Sif. And yeah, we made it. We made it, guys. We beat Dark Souls with all the bosses, enemies and items randomized. And it's been so much fun. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this playthrough, and I hope you enjoyed it and had a fun time with me. I've had a great time playing through this. It's one of my favorite games, and this gave it a fresh, very fresh feel, where nothing was quite what I expected anymore, and it got that proper Dark Souls feeling back, that you don't know what awaits you when you walk through the boss fog, and that great feeling when you manage to beat a boss. I had this a few times, when it was actually really difficult, but in the end we managed to do it. And it's great. It's such a great game. I think you should play it. And again, thank you to the modders who made this possible. Thank you to FromSoft for making this brilliant game. And thank you for watching. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely time. Not sure what my next project is gonna be, but I'll figure it out. And I'll see you around, yeah? Have a wonderful day, lovely week, fantastic month, and all of this. And yeah, behave, play good games, and I'll talk to you soon, yeah? Alright, ciao. That's bad, that's really bad. Okay, that means my souls are gone, which is fine. It's actually good, it feels liberating.